Mr. Kirioth, are you okay? What are you doing, Mr. Kirioth?
Uh,
I don't think the people have
I'm,
seen that, but yeah,
I'm,
what the hell? It's like you were just turning around and
I,
talking to, what is that, some sort of sofa behind you? What the hell?
I was being professional and talking to the dog. Dog,
Show it to me. Let's have a look.
come here.
Get it, get
Come
it,
here.
get it.
Come
Capture
here.
the beast.
Come here. Come here. Come here.
Uh,
Come here. It's being lazy. Come here. Oh, come here.
This is animal cruelty. Report him to the ISP. What the hell?
Oh yeah.
Put the headset on it. Let me talk to it. It'll understand, bloke.
Okay. Okay. You go. You go.
This
There
is
you
the
go.
worst. Start to hotfix. Go on.
Oh,
Oh. Bingo.
oh,
Bingo.
take it.
Bingo. Bingo.
Take
I
it.
want you to kill him, Bingo. I want you to rip. No, put it back on.
Yeah.
Rip his throat out, Bingo.
Take it. Go on. Don't go.
Okay, well, that was amazing. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hotfix. And
Go on. Oh.
whenever Mr. Kirioth is ready, the bastard.
The beast has been settled again.
Okay, so Destiny. A load of news came out for Destiny yesterday. Like shitloads of news all over the place. Like a load of gaming press sites got access to, some. Well, they got taken on a typical PR tour. Now, from what I believe, this was kind of one of those really terrible PR situations where you go into a room and they say, "This is a demo of the game which you can play with these 5 PR people standing behind you who are going to tell you everything you need to know about the game." And they're also going to use multiple buzzwords like innovative. What other buzzwords would you use?
Blue sky thinking, innovative,
Out of the box.
out of the box.
Um,
I was going to
next
say
gen.
next gen,
No,
but actually, I suppose technically it is kind of. Although this is something actually, is Destiny a next gen game? Given that the next generation is now the current generation.
Well, you know what? That's
Surely the next generation would be the one after PS4 and Xbox One. Like, this is
PC's the next generation. Fucking bloke, pick
it can't
hard.
be
He's the next generation. Maximum warp. Yeah, but
I
like,
demand that becomes the.
I think it's got.
This
Like,
game
I
is
don't.
absolutely Picard.
I fucking hate the whole next gen thing. Anyway, that's a load of crap. But anyway, yeah. So like a load of news came out, and apparently a lot of people from all the big, gaming press sites like Polygon, GameSpot, whatever, they all went to this PR thing. They sat down in a room. They got told what they basically of people telling them off scripts what's going on. They got to play the game, and they didn't get to complete the section they played. And from what I can see, they've basically said it's like Halo, and it's going to be. It's from Bungie. It's Halo. They made Halo. Hello.
Yeah.
Halo. So, they've... Whatever. But, Mr. Kirioth, some kind of shocking news came out of this whole fiasco. Now, I do believe that fiasco, that's a good word. I've always liked that word. In fact, I think there's like about 5 episodes of Hotfix. I've got fiasco in the
title. Fiasco in the title.
Yeah, so they... I'm getting all confused. Yeah, they were like, we're hardcore PC gamers, blah, blah, blah. All the usual shit. We play on PC. They never explicitly kind of said it was going to be on PC, but they strongly implied it. Destiny being PC makes sense, doesn't it, Mr. Kirioth, considering what kind of game it is?
Yeah. I mean, there's the other thing as well, that they did strongly imply it, and they also didn't need to strongly imply it, because if I said to you, hey, there's a next-gen FPS coming out, and cooperative play, persistent world, what would you think? You would not immediately think, oh, well, that's clearly going to be a 360 exclusive, would you? Because that would be mental. That sounds like a job for the PC. And so you'd think it was on the PC. But it's not. It is not on the PC. And when Eurogamer asked them about it, Lars Bakken, the design lead, amazing name, by the way, that's a hardcore name if I've ever heard one, they said, is it going to be on PC? Yes, no? The design lead, Lars Bakken, says the truth is it's not that simple. I wish it was that simple. It's pretty complicated.
Mr. Lars, can I stop you there, Mr. Lars? I'm pretty sure, Mr. Lars, you developed the game on PC, Mr. Lars. Therefore, all development builds are most likely, 100% running on a PC, Mr. Lars. Now, this could mean a few different things. This could mean, like the way I've just taken it, technically it's very difficult, which is a load of shit, right? Legally, maybe. So when I'm talking about legally, what I mean is like in terms of, they've obviously got deals going on. Okay, so we know it's on the PS4. We know it's on the Xbox One. Okay, but we also know it's on the 360 and on the PS3, I do believe. Right? They then also said they want cross-platform play. Okay, this is kind of the big interesting. This is the thing where I think the bulk of the discussion is going to come from this, because this is honestly why I believe it will not launch on PC, because there are problems, Mr. Kirioth, especially with the way that they've run the game. So apparently they've got this big fancy server architecture, right? Let's just call it the Megatron server. I don't know what it's called, but that's what I'm going to call it. So if you're playing on, they kind of worded this wrong, but I've seen other reports which sort of kind of makes sense, but I'll elaborate on this in a second. So they said cross-platform. So straight away, if I say that to you, Mr. Kirioth, you think, well, what do you think? You mean I play on PC, not PC, PS3, you can play against the Xbox, basically, right?
Yeah.
That's what you think. That's what I thought, right? And you think, okay, PC. But when you throw PC into the mix, especially with an FPS game, it gets a bit dodgy. But we'll get onto that. But what I think it means is Xbox One people can play with Xbox 360 people, and PS4 can play with PS3. Because when you think about this, there are two different networks, right? Well, there's two different companies. There's Microsoft and Sony, and both of them don't really like giving each other a bit of love. You know what I mean? Like I'm doing
no, they're not gonna.
Like,
they're not
doing
gonna...
like two fingers touch. Bit of love. They don't like that.
The ET phone home thing.
Yeah, but then I turned one into like a hole and went in. So I think that's a problem there. So it's only going to be, you know, on the whatever, like Microsoft systems or whatever. But the big thing is, Mr. Kirioth, it's PC. Like, if you were to throw PC into that mix, and I don't care what anybody says, I've heard several crazy people say this to me, proclaiming that they can play FPS games on a PC with a controller. And I'm like, you are off your face, and you are silly, and you are taking drugs.
Let's just clarify something here. You can do that. It's possible physically to do that. It's mental, and you won't be able to play nearly as well as if you had a keyboard and mouse, but you can do it. I mean, they did, wasn't it Shadowrun, the FPS Shadowrun, that had cross-platform play, didn't it? That was Xbox and PC, and they all played together, and collectively, the people playing on controllers got absolutely wrecked, as you'd expect, because a keyboard and mouse is far more precise than a controller. So in that respect, you can kind of see, well, maybe that's got something to do with it. But I don't think it has with Destiny. I really don't think it has. It's like, I think you've got it. I think it's PS4 and PS3 play together, Xbox and Xbox 360 play together. But you're not telling me there isn't a big enough market on PC for Destiny to be worth releasing.
Look at Titanfall. Let's look at Titanfall. I mean, for God's sake. Titanfall uses that crazy Azure Microsoft matchmaking crap, right? Well, their big cloud computing server thing. PC is independent from the Xbox One, okay? Like, now, obviously, we're guessing at this, but if this is Destiny's reason for not having the PC at launch, or even really considering it, because I don't think they're considering it at all, why couldn't they just have their own PC server section within the server? I mean, I don't know how this would work, but like, it just seems really strange to me, because when I look back at it, and I look back at any FPS game, and especially Destiny, because Destiny to me, right, from what I've seen, it looks like Borderlands and it looks like Halo have had some sort of love child, and then it's become some sort of like MMO, like a mini version of PlanetSide, a very small scale version, like in terms of how many people, because you can group up and stuff, but not, you're not going to have hundreds of people fighting each other, because that's just not going to happen. And then you've got this thing which to me screams PC, 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 because it's obviously an FPS and such, so it works quite well on a PC. Next gen, the graphics don't look too bad actually, so it's like, okay, this is good. But for them to just say, we're not going to bring this out on PC, or we have no intention, I mean, like he says, it's pretty complicated. It's like, what's that? That's not, I don't get it. Like me, I'm a PC gamer, and it annoys me. It annoys me because I look at that game and I kind of want to play it, Kiri. I want to play it.
Yeah, it looks, I have to admit,
I don't want to play an FPS game with a fucking controller on a PS4.
The other thing as well is, there is way too much in the way of precedent for that to happen, like for Destiny to come out on PC. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Borderlands 2. I'm pretty sure I've got that on the PS3. I'm pretty sure it was available on the PS Plus network.
Yeah.
So Borderlands involves cooperative play on 3 different systems, 360, PS3 and PC. Sorry, where's the problem? What have I missed there? I mean, another thing they keep saying, Bungie, is that, oh well, they've been a one-platform company for ages, which is true. Halo's just been Xbox exclusive through and through. Halo 1 and 2 were ported to the PC, but not by them. I think one was done by Gearbox and one was done by someone else. And so you can kind of, it's almost like, yeah, okay, so this is the first time they've done multi-platform launch. Okay, but you're not telling me that the company that has made the Halo series are lacking in technical expertise. And if they are lacking in technical expertise, they don't have the funding to get someone in who, I don't know, could help optimised for different consoles. I mean, it's just, That's just bollocks. It's
You know
like,
what? As well,
oh well, we haven't done it
next-gen
before.
consoles,
This is not an amateur indie company.
no, it's not.
They're
It's
not
a
come out of
fucking
nowhere.
$1 billion company, ain't
It's a
it?
fucking
Well, maybe not, but it's very,
It's a
very like
fucking
hundreds of millions.
Yeah. I mean, how much money has Halo made? And Bungie made all the Halo games. It's like, how can they possibly sit there and go, oh well, it's quite complicated? Yeah, no shit. Get it done anyway.
Well, technically, they never made all the Halo games. I best pull up on that because somebody will probably get crazy.
No, that's true.
But whatever, they made the main one. So, yeah, no, it like
like a non-reason, ain't it?
The PS4 and the Xbox One, okay, are basically PCs. They are very similar. Okay, it is. Loads of devs have come out and said this. It's very easy to develop on the PC and then send that into. It works on both consoles, right? So their PS4 version and their Xbox One version are going to be practically identical. PS4 version is probably going to have a bit higher graphical fidelity, and obviously then you've got the things like the control interface is a bit different on each console, but pretty much the same thing. A PC, well, it's like you've made it on a PC. They have a PC client that they have not made this on an Xbox. I mean, fucking hell, let's get real, ladies and gentlemen. They have made the game on a PC, a development. That's what they've developed it on.
Yeah,
that's where the client is, and then they've made the other versions, which are very similar. Because one of the things I'm looking forward to with this console generation is there should be a lot more ports to PC of console games, because there have been good console games which I haven't been able to play. Like, I played Gears of War. I quite enjoyed that, but I've only ever played Gears of War. There's like 3 or 4 Gears of War. I played that on a friend's Xbox 360 years ago when it first came out. I'd like to play that on my PC. I think I can actually play that on my PC. I think there is PC ports of it. But like, that's just one example I've got. Is there actually? I don't know whether there is. I don't know, but I think there might be. If the first one, I'm not sure, but that was just an example. So there are a lot of games that I want to see ported to the PC. So when like this is the biggest like next gen. I hate the phrase, but it's the biggest next gen console launch to date, right?
Yeah.
It is Destiny. Yeah. It is going to be massive, right? Why is this not on PC? I'm going to like, what? Why? I know it's not much of an argument, me just going why, but it really is like, what? This is.
But the thing is that
I don't know.
The reason that's like the biggest question is because they haven't actually answered it. Like, they've been asked, why is it not on?
Yeah.
PC, and all the responses, oh well, it's quite complicated to develop for like 5 platforms. Yeah. And yet that hasn't stopped other companies doing it. Smaller we're not sure that it would. We're not sure it would work on, given the way we want to do the server architecture and stuff. It's like, yeah, and there's already games similar to Destiny that get around that problem absolutely fine. So what's the problem there? Every single argument they've come up with is it's too complicated, and it's not, because there are other games who use the same technology, who use the same format for the game. I mean, we've mentioned 2 straight off the bat with Titanfall and Borderlands. Because it's like Titanfall uses the kind of server architecture that they're talking about, and it's been developed for the PC. And Borderlands is a similar kind of playstyle, and that's been developed for the PC as well. It's just, they're not giving a real solid answer. It's like evasive crap. It's like trying to placate people who say, where the hell is the PC version? And they're going, oh, well, we would like to do a PC version. We really would, but there are things that are stopping us. But then when they come to list the things that are stopping us, it's like, they're not reasons.
You know why I find it hard to understand? Because just forget it's a game. Just think of it as like a product, okay? And it's like, there's the USA, there's Europe, and there's Asia. We're not going to sell to Europe. What? It's kind of like that. In fact, there've been news reports out today, actually over the last few days, about PC gaming, how it is becoming the main platform again. Obviously, a lot of things like League of Legends and stuff like that are really helping that out, because there's millions and millions of players. But it is becoming the dominant platform yet again, because there was an interesting article I read. I forget where I read it, but it was saying you've kind of got this situation now where before people had consoles and the PC was kind of the luxury item. But now it's like everybody's got a PC, and the console is almost like the luxury item, as weird as it sounds.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, that's the case for me, but like, I'm hardcore PC hero wannabe. I've got a PS4 and a PS Vita and stuff like that, but I'm not playing them, am I? I'm on a PC. I play them every now and again, but I am a PC gamer. So like they said, there's maybe a little switch going on there, and I think obviously stuff like indie games are helping out a shitload, because we've got like, loads of games come out, and some of them are really good, some of them are piss poor. I mean, we know this because we get emailed constantly, all the time from people like, check out my game, this and that, and it's like, what the hell is this? Get a lot of emails but I just think it's really weird. It's like Xbox One, well, you got PS4 sold more than the Xbox One, millions more, but then you got Xbox One, which is still done quite well. Then you've got PC, which is a massive user installed base. Okay, so why is the reason why you're launching Destiny on the Xbox 360 and the PS3? Well, it's because they've got a massive installed user base. Well, the PC has as well, and yeah.
When I was looking into the various statements that have been made about Destiny for this hotfix, I think Valve have claimed that there are 75 million active users on Steam. Right now, if that's true, it depends on their criteria of active. I mean, if someone's joined, downloaded a free-to-play game,
hey,
and then,
like my sister,
just downloaded Dota 2.
Like my sister has got Sims 3.
Yeah. So it's like it could well be
ages ago.
It could well be not actually active, but it's like let's assume that say 50% of those actively use their Steam account and buy games. Let's assume that 50% of that 50% are quite interested in Destiny, and let's assume 10% of them can actually afford it. I'm still pretty sure that would cover the cost of developing the PC version. Because that would still be
but you've already made the PC
a couple
version.
Of millions people.
You've already made it, though. You've already fucking made it. It's
well,
a crazy
and that as well.
It.
It's like even if you take it out as like a worst case scenario, Destiny's only sold 1 million copies. Price it at 45 quid, like every game is these days, every AAA game from a big publisher, and that's quite a lot of money for porting it to the PC, and that's only counting one digital download. That doesn't count box copies. It doesn't count things like Green Man Gaming or G2A or, it just doesn't make any sense. And the thing is as well, when you look at the success of other games recently, I mean, when you look at Dark Souls, when Dark Souls was being discussed, I was like, holy shit, that sounds like the PC game, the PC RPG I will play.
It's number 1 on Steam.
And then it wasn't on PC. And then they ported it to PC. And what happened? It sold ridiculously well. People made patches and mods for it to the point where now Dark Souls 2 looks so much better on PC because they put all the effort into the port for the PC, and so it looks better and it performs better than on the Xbox and the PS3. And I mean, how can you have a company like From Software, who, let's be honest, Dark Souls, great games, but From Software were not a PC company. They were not even particularly like a Western company. It's very Eastern orientated, Dark Souls, in many respects. So it was like an alien market to them, and they tackled it and ended up being like a favoured developer amongst people who like that kind of game. Bungie have got a history of Halo, of FPS games, only 2 of which were on the PC, and they didn't even port the damn things, and they're still going, oh, well, no, it's quite complicated. Fuck that, what are you talking about? It's just clearly bollocks.
You know what this is as well? It's very, like, there's 2 ways I think this, well, there's maybe 3 ways this can go. Okay, so the first way is they are intentionally giving vague answers because they've got no intention of having a PC version of the game for whatever reason. Okay. The second is they're kind of like getting ready to launch some sort of PR storm, where I've seen Ubisoft do this before with, I think it was Watch Dogs. Oh, let's have a petition. Do you guys want a PC version? It's a stupid thing because, yeah, they do. So everybody's going to sign it, blah, blah, blah. But it's a marketing exercise. They could do something like that. Or number 3, they actually just don't know the details at the moment, and then they'll come out in a few months and just go, oh yeah, no, we do have a PC version, yada yada yada. Or they've put all their effort into, I guess it's the 4th option, they put all their effort into the console launch, and then a few months later, kind of like with Dark Souls, you get a PC version of it. And I guess the 5th option as well, Mr. Kirioth, maybe they think releasing it on PC makes it seem less of a quality product to their console user base. I don't know, that's an interesting way of looking at it.
That's the thing as well. How much of this is Bungie and how much is it's Activision, isn't it?
They're the publisher, yeah.
Because it used to be Microsoft Game Studios, didn't it? That used to publish Bungie games. Good lord, that was a long time ago.
Yeah. Because didn't Industry 3 want something or other? Oh, the Halo team.
Yeah. Because the other thing as well is it is Activision. So if they're using it to push their next gen console titles, then it could actually be that Bungie want to make a PC version. Maybe that Bungie would love a PC version, but Activision is saying no. In which case, that's obviously a severe problem.
Activision allowed Call of Duty on PC, so it just seems retarded.
This is the thing as well. It's like Activision allow Call of Duty on PC. It's not as popular on PC as it used to be. Like nowhere near.
No.
COD Ghosts. Was it Black Ops 2? No, Ghost is the most recent one, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's so many of the fucking things. I keep forgetting which one's which. And it did not do very well. Like, it didn't sell great. And it could be that Activision are looking at the PC market going, oh, well, you know, last time we released the FPS, the old Call of Duty, didn't do so well on PC.
I don't know about that.
If that's part of the decision, I mean, it probably isn't, but if that was part of it, that would be an absolute travesty, because the key to getting good sales on any platform is to make a good original game and not do year releases.
I mean, they're
of
Activision
the same
Blizzard,
rehashed shit.
so they must. They have to understand the value of PC because they're Activision Blizzard. You know, fucking Blizzard. Well, yeah. What the fuck? I don't know. I think I'm going to throw this over to the people watching now. What I want to know is, I want to know what you think about this. Right? Do you think there will be a version of Destiny on PC? Do you think there won't? Give us reasons why. I think we'll leave it at that, Miss Kira. Have you got anything else you want to say? Because I think we've covered most of it.
I think, really, let's be honest, it doesn't matter whether you want to be elitist about PC or console. If you're in any position to make decisions regarding finances and games, it's stupid not to release it on every platform that you possibly can.
Yeah, especially when it's a game which is a new IP, and it's an FPS game, and
it's a new IP from an established company famed for their FPS games. It's just
maybe, bloke. There is like kind of one thing we might have overlooked. Maybe they have built it specifically for PC, and there are not for PC, sorry, for consoles, and there are problems like, I don't know, some sort of like built-in auto aim which cannot be removed. Things like field of view sliders that cannot. Well, they're not there. Other problems. Maybe they've got things like that, and they really want to avoid that shitstorm. I don't know, because I'm not a programmer, but I've spoke to some programmers in the past about various things, and I do believe that at certain points it becomes very difficult to edit what you've done, especially if it's a really complex product like a game.
Yeah.
So maybe that's another reason. I don't know, but
it could be. But they've got the time and the resources to sort that out if that was the case.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to. No matter what happens, I think Bungie have got the time, they've got the resources, and they've got the funding to be able to produce a PC version. So not giving a definite answer, yes or no, and instead making weird kind of half excuses, it's not really on. At least be honest about it, basically. Yeah.
All right then, guys. Well, we'll end Hotfix at that. Make sure you comment below on what you think about the whole situation or fiasco. Subscribe, like, all the rest of that good stuff. And we'll catch you next time, people. Toodaloo.